Hey everybody, it's Leah and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about my junior year of high school wrapping up and basically my college plans, where I plan to apply to college, standardized testings, all kind of stress like that. So if you want to find out how I dealt with it, keep on watching. And also like and comment down below any video requests you have for me, and while you're down there, why don't you subscribe and click the bell so you get notified every time I upload new content. So let's get on with this video. Okay everybody, so like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about the wrap-up of my junior year, and I have like 4 bullet thingies over here on my computer, so if you see me look over here, I'm just kind of like reiterating what I'm going to say next. So as you can see, first of all, we are outside. I know I've been stuck in my room for these videos since January, but yeah, I decided to change up the scenery a little bit because I got my new mic and stuff. And yeah, I just kind of thought that changing up the scenery would be really nice. Natural light also, so I don't have to have any lighting issues, so perfect time to film videos. Anyways, the video. So today I'm going to be talking about my junior year of high school wrapping up. It is currently May 28th, so I have about 10-ish days left of school, which is really not that much, and then I have my finals, but I'll get into all that later. So I'm going to be talking about what I regret from my junior year, what I enjoyed, what I learned, and then my plans for the summer, broken down into the months. So yeah, so I would like to start with what I regret. So basically, I have about 3 things for each of these topics, just that I wanted to talk about, and regretting things was something that actually I had a hard time coming up with, because surprisingly I didn't regret most of my junior year, which is probably a good thing. But the 3 things that I do regret are letting people's opinions of me affect my life, not taking a more challenging course load surprisingly, and also taking the SAT way too early. But I didn't really take it too early per se. I took it in the June of my sophomore year, but we'll get to that. So basically the first one, letting people's opinions affect my life, that really affected me in the beginning of this school year, because during homecoming there was some kind of like drama and stuff like that. Obviously high school drama's gonna happen, but I kind of let it affect me more than I should have. People just kind of had these harsh opinions of me and what I do with my life and like kind of who I am, and I really let that get to my head and change how I felt about myself. Now I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the most confident person. I don't like love myself to bits, stuff like that. There are some definite parts of myself that I wish I could change, or like I just don't like about myself, but they're me and I'm proud of them, because it's taken me years to formulate someone who I'm proud to present to people, to become friends with, etc. So when people criticize me for that, it kind of got to my head in the beginning of the year, because I didn't really realize they could affect me so much. It just got to my head. I think that letting people's opinions affect your life is something that could definitely lead you into a depression or something like that. Now, sorry to get deep, but it's something that affects everybody, because if someone says, oh, so-and-so is so noisy, oh my god, they're so annoying, oh wow, they're just really annoying, like, that can get to people's heads. That is my advice, or basically what I regret, is letting people's opinions affect my life. That was the first bullet that I had down. So try not to do that. I know it's very hard, but like, try your best to kind of know who you are and be happy with who you are, because although you may be still making progress in things and you're still like struggling with a few things, you're still making progress, and I'm so proud of you. So just keep going. No matter how small your progress is, it still matters. So yeah, that's my take on that. Another thing I regret is not taking a more challenging course load. Now that's surprising, so I'm gonna put on the screen right now the classes that I'm currently taking, and as you can see, I've got like a couple APs. Actually, I think I only have 2, but and then double science, stuff like that. But my school, I'm very fortunate to live in a school district that is open to having a ton of different classes, APs, honors level, regents level, etc. I feel very fortunate to be allowed those opportunities for my high school career, and I just kind of regret not taking advantage of them. For example, I definitely could have taken an AP Environmental Science this year, but I decided to take anatomy, which was definitely a big regret, because I think that having a more challenging course load in my senior year would have been a little bit better for colleges to look at, because they still see that I'm challenging myself. But I made the mistake in the beginning of the year. Can't really go back now. It's the end of the year. But yeah, I also just, I regret not taking challenging courses. Like, that sounds so contradictory given my course load right now, but there were courses that I definitely could have, like, challenged myself with. Like, I definitely could have taken AP Literature. I could have taken AP Chem, stuff like that. But those were just not my strong suits, and I know people say that you should take those classes because you'll learn them more. But I just was scared, so I didn't take it for fear of my GPA falling below, like, a 2. But I do regret not taking more challenging course load. I definitely should have taken at least something better than that. So that's my take on that. And the last thing that I regret is taking the SAT way too early. So I took the SAT in June of my sophomore year, so that was last June. So most of my friends are seniors right now, so they were mostly juniors last year, getting ready for college, basically where I am right now. And they were preparing to take the SAT, and I thought to myself, well, if they're taking it and I'm taking all the same classes as them, why can't I take it? So I took it, and I'm going to put my score up on the screen right now, and that's what I got. So I was okay with it. I thought that it was middle of the road, given the national average is like an 1160. I was pretty okay with it. I decided to say to myself, I can definitely improve that, so let's just wait. So I waited until October, which this past October, and I took it again. And before that, I decided to take a Princeton review course that promised a 1400 on the SAT, but it didn't work. I love the strategies that they gave me. I did use them on the SAT for the score that I did like, but it just didn't work for me. And as you can see, I did way worse on my October SAT. Well, not way worse, but I did significantly worse to me on my October SAT than my June SAT, which totally crushed me. I was like, I'm giving up. I'm going to the ACT. I can't take this anymore. I'm just, College Board, screw you. But actually, no, I love you, College Board. Please don't come at me for that. But anyways, I just was totally giving up on the whole SAT stuff. And I realized to myself, like, I can't do that. Like, I took this too early. I did this to myself. Like, this was me hurting myself in the long run, which I didn't realize. So after that, I took it in November, got the score that I really liked. That score I really, really liked. It boosted my self-esteem and what I could potentially do. I used all the strategies I got from the Princeton review, or most of them, not the ones that caused me to do worse, but I used a lot of them, and I was really happy with my score. It came out, and I woke up. I was the first batch that morning. I was really happy with that. Woke up, refreshed the page on the College Board website like a million times, and then when it showed up, I just sat there and was like, I couldn't believe what I got. That wasn't like extreme. It wasn't like a 1600 or whatever, but it was really good for me. Good enough for me, good enough for where I want to apply, and I just kept it until May. So basically, that November was my third SAT. If you include the PSAT, that was my fourth SAT then. But then this past April-ish, I kind of thought to myself, well, now that we're finishing all the course material in my classes, and this is kind of where all my friends took it last year, maybe I'm more prepared to take it now. Well, I took it again in May 4th, and then May 17th came around, the day of my prom, and I realized I did worse. I didn't do that bad, but I just did worse than what I did in November. And my mom was like pissed. She was like,
why'd you take it in? You shouldn't have done that. Like, what are you thinking? You're like killing yourself over this.
And I was like, you're right. I just kind of like, I thought I could do better, and I didn't. So I'm ending my relationship with the SAT. I got the score I wanted, and end of story with the SAT. So my advice from this is, do not repeat my mistakes. Do not take it in your sophomore year unless you feel you are completely ready for it. Like, you have studied, you've taken practice tests, you've gotten really good scores on those practice tests. I really recommend waiting until your junior year because, like, obviously for me, I've taken 4 SATs. That's like a lot. The max, like, usually what people stop around is like 3, but I went to 4 because I'm like stupid. But I really think that you should wait as long as you can, but don't wait till the last minute, obviously. Wait as long as you can and just kind of study. Like, keep up on your reading skills, read more books to improve your reading comprehension, study more math skills. So there we go. Don't take it too early. Now we're moving on to something more happy, what I enjoyed from my junior year. So obviously being an upperclassman, great. I have like a lot more friends that I know. All the sophomores now are like my friends. I'm friends with most of the seniors, and I'm just kind of like middle of the road. Like, we're almost there, but we're not there just quite yet, and I'm just kind of floating basically. And it actually is really nice because in my school, you technically have more authority because you're allowed to have early release, which gets you out of school a little bit early, or late arrival, which lets you come in later. I chose to get early release, so I have 9th mod free. That's why I get out of school every day at 2 o'clock. I get out every day, and I'm also allowed privilege to just have free mods during the day. Like, I can go down to the music suite whenever I want during my free mods, and no one's gonna, I'm not assigned to class, I'm not assigned to study hall or anything. We're just kind of allowed to do whatever we want during those mods, and those are like luxuries, because if you think about it, if you had to go to study hall, then you have to ask that teacher to go to the bathroom, you have to ask the teacher to go to see another teacher, you just have to like confront all these teachers about things, and if you have to go to your locker and then you come back and you're like, damn, I really have to pee, you gotta ask again, and that's really annoying for teachers, or some of them at least. So having free mods is really nice, but just having more authority and being seen as more mature is also pretty good, because in school, basically, or my school at least personally, I think that the higher up you go in your grade level, the more respected you are, the more people know you, and just kind of like the more enjoyable it gets. Like, obviously that's probably universal for a lot of schools, but the seniors at my school are super like popular, and they just like know everybody, and they just like, I don't even know, they just seem so superior to everyone else. Like, that sounds so bad, but it's just, that's how I see it at least. And I just thinking that I'm one step closer to getting to there is really nice. Not that I like being like better than everyone, obviously I'm not better than everyone, but just having that feeling of like, wow, I'm more mature than these people, well, most of them at least, and I'm just kind of ahead of them in the game. Like, I'm going to college next year, I have to become an adult sooner than they do. Just kind of like that. I don't know if that was explained well, but I apologize. So that's basically that. And then I already covered this, but getting closer with a wider range of grade levels. Like, I have friends right now that are seniors, friends that are juniors, friends that are sophomores, and even friends that are freshmen because of orchestra, because my orchestra has people from all grade levels. And it's just really nice to know a wide variety of grade levels, because you're able to relate with them, and if you see them in a hall, it's kind of like cool to say hi to, like, I don't know, the seniors or the freshmen or something, because although you may be like younger than them or older than them, you're still friends. And I think that's a definite pro, because if you think about it, you want to have friends that are all ages, because most of my friends right now are seniors, and they're going to be graduating this actually in about a month. So I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, I don't have any other friends. But turns out I do. I have all my junior friends, I have all my sophomore friends, and my freshman friends, I'm not really close with them, but I'm sure that if I tried harder, I totally could be. But yeah, it's just nice to have a wide group of friends. Maybe not close friends, like definitely my close friends I'll keep to the future, I hope, but having just a wide range of general friends seems to be really nice, because it makes you enjoy school more, you see more people you know, and just kind of feel more at like home, essentially. Like, that's not the right word, but you just feel a bigger sense of camaraderie, and it's just nice overall. So that is what I enjoyed about my junior year. What I learned in my junior year. So basically, towards the end of the year, just some background information, I am an officer in my orchestra. I take pictures throughout the year and kind of like compile them into a video of all the seniors, their interviews, pictures people have taken throughout the year, stuff like that. So that's all my job, plus some other people. Oh my god, I have a couple other historians who helped me with this too, but I've mainly taken up a lot of the work. I realize that it's really, really stressful. Like, this is one of the things I need to learn to say no to responsibilities you know you can't undertake. And I wish someone had like taken me by my shoulders and just like screamed at me and like, Leah, don't do this. Like, you need someone to do that every now and then, because I had a big breakdown. Like, I'm talking like screaming breakdown in the car ride from the vlog where we went to go see Adrian's concert and got on flowers, McDonald's, blah blah blah, stuff like that. I'll put it up in the cards right now. So definitely like breakdown happened. I didn't record that obviously, because who would record that? But I was just kind of like in the car with Lexi and Brittany, and I was like, guys, I can't take this anymore. This video is so stressful. Oh my god, no one's signing up for the interviews, no one's sending me pictures, no one's trying to help me, stuff like that. I was just going on a rampage, and it was intense. And I realized to myself, why did I take on all this responsibility? There are 5 other historians who definitely could have helped me with this, and if I had just taken them and sat them down and been like, you're doing this, they probably would have done it. But being the control freak I am, I decided to take it all upon myself, and that was hell. It still is hell because we're still doing interviews. I think I need to learn how to say no more often to responsibilities that come upon me, because even though I like them done a certain way, like my way, I need to let other people do things. Kind of like delegating roles and stuff like that. So that kind of leads into my next thing that I learned: get your work done early. So basically, we have a research project at the end of the year for English class, which is called JIPS, Junior Inquiry Project, and you look up this topic, whatever you want, you ask a question. So my question was, how does rap influence the brain? Whatever. So you have to research it, get 10 sources, write a 10 to 12 page essay, and prepare a presentation. Now, I fortunately learned to get your work done early, very early in the year, because I started thinking about what I wanted to do for JIPS really early. Now, my plans changed, obviously, because Brayden and I wanted to do it together, but I was just in that mentality sooner than a lot of other people, which was really nice. But I think that towards the end, like maybe the end of April and stuff after spring break, I totally like went out the window. My brain was out the window. Literally, I didn't care about anything. And I was pushing out the essay. I was like, oh, I'll write a page tomorrow. Never happened. Oh, I'll write it next week. Doesn't happen. So I sat myself down a couple weeks ago, literally forced myself to sit at my desk for about 2 hours and just grinded out 10 pages of essay. It's like, I don't even know what it is anymore. It's done though, and that's all that matters, is that you get your work done early, because now I don't have to worry about it, unlike all these other people who are like, oh my god, I still haven't finished my essay. That is a definite pro, and something that people need to learn, is to get your work done early so you have time to do whatever you want later. Thing is to treat teachers like friends, not authority figures per se. Also, sorry, I'm playing with the camera lens cover. These teachers, yeah, they're here to teach you something, and they do have authority in the school, but they're not like cops. They're not law keepers or like dictators or whatever. They are there to teach you things, but they're also real people. They can be your friends. Like, I just recently, like this year, all my teachers have been super chill. Like, I'll use my physics teacher for example. We are able to just talk to him, BS with him all the time, make jokes, talk during class. Obviously, we pay attention, but just basically be casual with him. And it makes the class so much more fun and more relaxed, as opposed to, say, like last year, my math class last year, my teacher was so, like, he didn't want to talk to anybody. He definitely had favorites, and if you weren't his favorite, he wouldn't talk to you. It was just really bad. So I think that if everyone starts to view their teachers as more educated friends than authority figures, I think it would make your year so much better and more fun, because you'll just enjoy going to your classes more, have inside jokes with your teachers and stuff like that. Now, my summer plans. So I'm gonna just go month by month. So June, I'm going to basically just finish up my finals. My last day of school is the 13th. I have a final, my pre-calc final on Friday the 14th, my my US Regions final on the Tuesday the 18th, and then my Physics Regions final on Tuesday the 25th. So I have 3 finals this year, not that bad. And that's basically going to bring me to the end of June, and I'm just going to enjoy the time that I have with my friends before I leave, which brings me to July. So as you guys know, I'm going to the University of Miami for their Summer Scholars Program. I made a video about that too. I'll put that up in the cards right now too. But that's what I'm doing for basically all of July. You guys want to know about that program more, definitely go check out that video. But that's July. And then August, most of my friends are going to be moving into college halfway through, so I'm just gonna kind of enjoy my time with them before they do leave. Most of them are staying pretty local, maybe within a couple hours, so I won't be able to see them a lot, but I'll be able to see them still. So basically, that's my August, hanging out with friends and finalizing my college essay and my college list. So my college essay, I thought it was good at the time. I thought it was good. I thought it kind of represented me in some way, but I just wasn't fully happy with it. So I knew I definitely wanted to change it. So just recently, I did write a new one. I'm trying to get it revised by my current English teacher, but we haven't done that yet, so I'm hoping it gets done soon. But that's my college essay. Now, my college list. Here is what you've all been waiting for, the colleges that I'm applying to. So I have my college list right next to me because I can't remember every name of the college. And as I name off the college, I'm going to put their logo up on the screen and surround my face with college logos because I'm basic. But anyways, these are the colleges that I am going to be applying to. New York University, so NYU, Northwestern University, SUNY Stony Brook, University of Buffalo, which is right in my backyard. That's my safety school, or my second safety school. The University of Miami, which I am applying early decision to because that's dream school. And then the University of Pittsburgh, which is my first safety. So those are my 6 colleges that I'm applying to. I decided to keep the list a little bit small because I didn't want to apply to everywhere over the earth, because what's the point in spending $500 on application fees if I'm applying early decision somewhere? So I kept it small. And now about Miami, early decision, I am doing the binding contract. I do understand that you don't get to see your financial aid package. I do plan on applying early decision there. We'll see how I feel after the summer program this year. But yeah, that's basically it. That's my college list. And I'm super excited. My safeties are definitely schools that I would be interested in going to. Like Pitt, I loved it. When we visited, it was super nice there. I loved how it was like a city in and of itself. It was just overall really, really nice. Those are the colleges I'm applying to. That's my junior year in about 15-20 minutes, and what I'm doing for my summer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell just so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.